Hey everyone, I got a kind of cool lock here today. It's a Schlage Everest Primus. Now this one was sent to me as a gift from Steel Pinnings, so Steel Pinnings, thanks so much. Sorry it's taken me a little bit to get this one picked. I had to send it out to another friend, Jeff Moss, who was kind enough to key it for me. So I was able to get it keyed. Works perfectly. As probably everyone knows, Schlage Primus locks, and the Everest Primus is no different, have 6 standard top pins, normal pin tumbler system, and on the side there's 5 sidebar finger pins with a corresponding sidebar, and those need to be lifted and rotated to the correct angle. So it's kind of a tricky lock to pick, and a lot of fun. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in. I'm going to put it in this Abus 83. Abus 83 and get it picked. Pinned up by Jeff Moss, given to me by Steel Pinnings. Heard a funny thing the other day. Actually was reading it on the Buy Lock site. Those guys think that we're able to pick these locks by looking at the key. So they noticed astutely that most every lock picking video has the key sitting next to the lock, because the person who picked it just showed that it works. And so, spoken like a person who's never picked a lock, they imagine that the reason we're able to pick locks is because we can look at the key. That is absolutely crazy if you know how to pick locks, but if you don't, I suppose it makes sense. Anyway, I'm going to put this under my vise. I don't know why, just for fun, I guess. Anyway, just a funny anecdote that I heard. People imagine all kinds of reasons and make up all kinds of things to explain how we're able to pick these locks. And the last thing anybody seems to want to chalk it up to is just a whole lot of hard work and basically unlimited time and perfectly optimal conditions. If these locks were in the wild, it's far less likely that we would have any chance of getting into them. So if you're out there wondering how in the world we pick these locks, we do it with a lot of work and perfect conditions. I don't really know how better to explain it. kind of a lifting and sweeping motion that I'm using on these pins. I really have yet to develop a real strong feel for Primus and Everest Primus locks. So whether or not this is the optimal technique for them, I couldn't say. I have had some success with it, but it's kind of similar to the technique I use on the Medico cam locks, which is a lifting and sweeping movement. And these guys, they Primus pins are unique in that their binding order is highly variable depending on their rotational angle. So you'll get a pin that's nice and binding, and you do some pushing and pulling on it and lifting on it, and all of a sudden it's either set or not binding anymore. Either way, it doesn't feel bound. So I have a very hard time telling whether or not these pins are set or have just fallen down because the rotational angle changed their binding order. Always kind of start with the assumption that they're set, but inevitably that does not work out. I've got all of them except one. It's that back one, number 5, all the way at the back. It's really a fight. There it is. Okay, we got it open. Very cool. 7:54, just under my limit of 8 minutes. All right, let's gut it. And I have the key, so I'm going to lock it back up so I can gut it. All right, there we go. The sidebar, I'm going to put this in a plug holder. Oops. And I have knocked out pin 6. Okay, get some stuff out of my way here. And yeah, that's front. Oops, did I forget one? Just launched a pin. Oh, I forgot 6. Shoot, glad that didn't go flying. I don't know how I managed that. Anyway, then there's all of our springs. Alright, put those over there for now. Alright, and this is probably the part most people are interested in, is our sidebar. Up here, and then you can kind of see the sidebar pins and how they interact. Oops. That would be sidebar pin 5. Okay, well, I guess it's as good a time as any to take them out. Shoot. That was 1. Darn it. And that's 2. These are not the right tweezers to use on these. All right. I'm going to keep those springs in there, and I will dump these springs out. And apparently I won't keep those springs in there. Okay, core is gutted. Okay, macro shot. So here we got the core, the sidebar channel. There's nothing in the plug. We will take a look at each of the sidebar pins individually. Okay, all the key pins and drivers are standard. And here's a bit more of a close-up of the sidebar. So that's the Schlage Everest Primus, picked and gutted. Other thing is there's the sidebar channel running down there, and there's nothing in this, nothing in the body that's scary. Okay, so the last person who won this pack lock did not collect it. So if you're interested in winning this, sprinkled throughout the video, I will have a trivia question. Go ahead and answer it in the comments below. In a week, I will pick the winner. With the question, there'll be the drawing date. I'll pick the winner and I'll let you know if you won it. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for watching.